Good morning, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps, and today we are going to be sweeping this Morso wood burning stove. It's an inset stove. What that means when I say an inset stove, it's actually built to be put into the wall. These have extra air vents in to give you more ventilation and more heat to come out. Because obviously it needs it, because if it was a freestanding Morso stove then you'd have the heat coming around all the sides, but as you can see on this one there's a bit of a gap around the sides of this particular appliance here, which is very useful, so that helps with the heat and everything. So I love Morsos. They're very good quality wood burning stove, and even like the way it's been designed as an inset stove is very good as well. So like what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on with the sweep and show you how it's done. Right, hopefully before I start, hopefully you'll be able to see everything that I'm doing. I try to get them as best as I can, as close. If I get too close then you can't really see everything that I'm doing. But obviously you know the drill. What we'll do is, this has got like a bit of a spring action one, but what I always do with them is I just put my brush like that, and then we're just going to give it a good bit of a hoover out, clean it all out inside. Customer's doing the right thing and leaving the wood in there. It isn't a multi-fuel. It's just a normal wood burning stove, but as I said, it's difficult with the inset ones. Are a bit more harder to make them like a multi-fuel, but if it was a freestanding one, as I said, but the main difference between that and a multi-fuel is basically, look at that, look how easy that brick just came out of there like that. So obviously what we do is we check it. We give it a bit of a hoover first. You see that? Did you see how easy that was to get that out? This is what I love about Morso stuff. They really think about not just the installation and the heat efficiency, but they also think about maintenance and all that sort of stuff. So, which is really great. Right, as I was saying, they're so easy to take out and everything. It's really good. Sorry, I get interruptions at the moment because it's that time of year. Everybody's starting to ring up and get their wood burner swept, and of course me doing it off my phone, when it starts to ring and everything, I really need to pick up the phone and speak to my regulars, to be fair. So this is really simple to take out. It literally, you lift it up inside and you slide it to one side and then it just drops down one end, as you could see when I did it. And they're made so self-explanatory, as you can see on the edging here. And you see that, so you can't go wrong putting them back in. You know, like it's very easy. Also, when you take them out, it's just make sure that there's no hairline fractures. Not that it's an issue, but it's always worth pointing it out to a customer if there is. And the great thing about this particular appliance, I've got access straight into the pipe now. What I'll do is I'll show you. So like, cause I'd like to get you having a bit of an in-depth look. So what we'll do is I'll just shine up there. So there you can see the actual pipe there. So like literally, as soon as you take that brick away, it gives you access straight to the appliance. Some of the actual particular appliances, they will have like 2 or 3 baffle plates in them, depending on what one you've got. Let's see if it's not staying in there now. It was just a minute ago, wasn't it? Let's see. Some of them have like little clips that you can unclip. Oh no, it's staying in there. It stayed in there just a minute ago, didn't it? That's it. We'll leave it like that. So basically, that's so all we've got to do now. Well, we're going to move the brick out of the way because I'm always paranoid about them, because as you might not be aware, but they're very fragile. They can break very easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the hoover on, because we don't know how messy it is up there, but judging by, because I could see that picture as well as what you could see, so judging by what we just saw, customers obviously burning the right sort of stuff up there, so we should be fine with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this in here like that, and then that way that if it is sooty, which it isn't, but if it was, or you just don't know what's around the first corner as well, so you can just stick that up, find the hole, and then we stick that up in there like that. And you go up like that. And then what we do is we usually do, obviously I'm not wearing my mask at the moment, but as I said, I always advise wearing a mask. I'm having a wally moment at the moment. I'm looking for my brush to brush a bit of soot that's on the half, but I've just realised where it is. But yeah, we just put that sheet on there. It's always a good idea, even if they are clean. It's always really a good idea. I know you might see every now and then I'll do one that I haven't put the sheet there, but I'm doing that just to show you more. Just to show you more than, you know, what's coming down. You just go up. This is a like more or less straight up. I had a bit of a not a sooty one yesterday, but it was like they burned coal in it. There's a multi-fuel, beautiful red one that I did yesterday. It will be coming up in the videos at some point. But, I'm not going to overload you with videos. But being coal and wood, it has a different sort of soot. There you go, bonk. I'm at the top already. And the customer's made me a nice coffee, so and I've got another one to do, another wood burner here to do, so I'm going to record that one because it's a completely different one as well. And I'll bring that down. This is in really excellent condition, so I always say to the customers, like, if I could give out gold stars, you'd be getting one of them. Absolutely. Very nice gentleman here. I could picture us sitting and chatting for hours about all sorts of things. I think us two could put the worlds to rights, I reckon. But you get people like that, and then it's funny with this job because like other times you get people that you really struggle just to talk about the weather, and then other people you just got so much that you want to talk about that you've got to think about the time. I had it yesterday with I haven't put that video up yet as well, but I had one yesterday with a customer where we were just talking and talking, and in the end I was going, look, I'm going to have to stop. I don't mean to be rude, but I've got to be somewhere at 1:30, and it was like but I could have just stayed there all day talking to her. It was brilliant, but it's funny. And then other times you go to people's houses and you can really struggle just talking about the weather or even your journey to their house. It's very strange, but that doesn't happen that much because, as you're probably fully aware, I'm kind of a talkative kind of guy, and now I'm getting used to doing these videos, so you can probably hear me talking a lot more. Right, so what we do is we usually do, but this is only a small one, so we're just literally just going to brush the underneath of it. And make sure it's all nice and clean for the customer. The gasket rope up there looks like it's not in the right position. It's difficult to put these back in, to be fair. You can only do them so much. It's like they actually they go in with the collar. So you can't, unless you take the collar off, which you'd have to take the whole appliance out to do that. You can try and sort of push it back up in there. But it's the way forward, really. I mean, I have done videos about you know, how to seal stovepipe properly, but really we need really need to get away from gasket rope, not gasket rope, from fire cement with joints. There should be gasket ropes all the time. You know, most of the appliances are like the doors, everything's all done with gasket ropes, and realistically I think like the pipes should be done with gasket ropes. There should be special ones that go in there for that particular one that you're doing. Let's see if we can push that back up in there, because they, you know, as we've talked about before, I think it goes to the side instead of push it down to the side. Yeah, I think it goes more to the side. But I think like with when you use fire cement on like anything that's to do with metal, we know that it's not going to stay in position for a long time, because when the pipe or any metal expands, as we know, it will crack the fire cement, because there's no flexibility in fire cement. So, and then as I said, putting that brick back on, as you can see how I've done it, it's so self-explanatory. Like the majority of stuff when it comes to wood burners, obviously there's certain things that once you're shown how to do it, then you will have no issues with being able to do it, and then you go, oh, that's how they do it. See, because this is just a wood burner and not a multi-fuel one, it's got a very narrow tray that goes in there. And what I always do is I just keep going like that, because there's no way you're going to get your nozzle in there. I just keep going when I get all the way to the end, and then when there's like, and then you look and you see that there's nothing on the end there. I was only heaving the side, but I'll just show you again. Nothing. So I just keep doing that with it, and then put that back into position. There's a bit of charcoal there, so I put that back in there, and then that is it, done. As simple as that. And there's a few little scratches on the half, but what you can do with them is, as I said, any oil-based substance gets them off. I don't know if I'll be able to quickly show you. Let's see if I can show you. It's difficult because I'm trying to look at the camera. You can see that little scratch there. If you've got scratches like that on your half, get any oil-based substance, WD-40, WD-40, because I'm doing it upside down now. Baby oil. I mean, you can get stove half cleaner and stuff like that, but I always think what you've got under the sink always works for everything. So, but that's it. It is all done, all nice and clean and safe and ready for the winter. Hope you have a great day from Zachary Sweets.